Yeah, mate, been well.
And explore new paths into the unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
She can do it. She can do it. She can still see the secrets of the gods.
The whispers have changed.
Please, so special. You can do it. She must see. She has the sight. She can see their secrets.
The whispers seem more supportive. If only a little. Can we make that? Is that a jump we can make? No. Yeah, nice arm, right? Oh, g'day.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great.
Jesus.
It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
Yeah, sounds like a pleasant time. Brilliant. Sounds real fucking pleasant. Okay. Maybe... Gotta get the right angle on this bridge to put it together. Is that gonna do it? No. Can I go this way? No. Do I want to go down? Sounds like a normal winter here. Okay. Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Did we come from this direction? Is this the way we came? Am I being dumb? Yeah, this is the way we came from. God damn it. God damn it. Also, I'm getting some frame drops. Don't know what's causing that. Guess it's rendering a lot. CPU seems solid though. Also, I've noticed the whispers have stopped. Looks like I need that angle from the other side. I don't think we went this way. Has the vape treated me? Yeah. Yeah. Tastes good.
The Northmen say
I'm still smoking
gods
cigarettes,
will
but
fight their last battle at Ragnarok.
gets the job
The
done.
watchman will blow the horn that can be heard through the whole world, and Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail.
Okay. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, nice.
She did it.
Yeah, there's just a little bit more on the other end that I need to get to. Now I've got to run all the way back. What'd you think of the ending to God of War? It was a lot. It was really cool. I thought the pacing of the... God damn it! I thought the pacing of the story of God of War was a little weirdly handled. But I enjoyed it, nonetheless. People said I was wrong, but in the second God of War in the intro, he gets called God of War because he killed Ares. That's what happened. He became a God of War because he killed Ares. Took his place. Like, that's just what happened. Oi! Get up, 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 get up!
She's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it.
Fuck! Oh, well, okay. Death 7. Shit. That is spreading. Well, that was higher before. Hang on, what? Do I have to redo that part on the bridge? Oh, god damn it. A little too much weight in the Sun's heritage towards the end. I mean, I just thought the pacing of God of War's story was weird. I mean, the boy being, we have to help everybody. Oh, I'm a god now? We don't help anybody. It was, and then suddenly again, he was okay, he was normal again. It was just weirdly paced with that plot line, and the ending felt very, I don't know how to describe it.
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last battle at Ragnarok.
I don't know. I enjoyed God of War. I loved God of War. I thought it was fantastic. But it had issues. And story pacing was definitely one of them.
The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles
very anticlimactic, yeah.
And tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the
hey, no worries, Juice. You're all good, mate.
set sail.
Good to see you, dude. But no, don't get me wrong. I love God of War. I thought it was fantastic. Just not perfect. And I still believe that Red Dead Redemption 2 should have won Game of the Year over God of War. But, you know. Same mythology. Same mythos, different telling. Like, it's basing off the same stories and the same gods. It's just doing it differently. I'd say this is more faithful. Oi! she won't. Just die, please. I gotta scratch my face. Yeah, I thought that was a weird, like, end of the game. It was very strange. But again, it was good. It was serviceable. Still enjoyable. I thought Kratos was handled well. Clunky combat, in my opinion. It was okay. It was okay. Jonathan, how are you, bud? That first fight with Boulder was fucking off its tits.
How's she going to find his actual soul?
One thing I didn't like was the climbing in God of War. It didn't do anything. It was like, okay, you press forward, and then occasionally you press circle. I would have preferred, you know, thoughtful climbing mechanics or none at all, you know.
No one can bargain with Helen. What does Helen want? What can she give her?
That's just personal preference, I think.
No. Her soul's rotting. She'd rather die. It's a worthless soul. But it's all she has to give. She has a warrior soul. What more could she give? A cursed soul. Of course she is, no matter what she does. Climbing up her arm. She can fight her. She can fight her at Ragnarok. She's a warrior.
So we've died 7 times,
She's got this.
but the
There's an
rot,
option. She's found a way. There's a way.
the rot is less than it was before.
She must align herself. She can do it. There's the door. She aligns herself. It's there.
Yeah, but how do I get there? Weird. Okay. Alright, Wizard. Take it easy, mate. Thanks for hanging out with us. Good to see you, man. Jesus, Jonathan. That's quite the pricey little venture. What is that? Also, guys, go and check out Predictable Wizard. Another great caster. Is this going to be like a pathway or something? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be doing here. Ninro Valk, what's up? Good to see you. What am I supposed to go in here? It's a weird little hole. Is this going to open up like a... Aha! Doorway? There we go. Nice. And that'll lead me back down and around. Ah, cool. There it is. Nice.
The Northmen say.
So I've missed.
Look at the Northmen say.
1, 2,
that
3,
at
4,
Ragnarok,
5, 6, 7,
the
8.
gods will face a ship full of their foes, which Loki has steered to Asgard. It carries the fire giants, the wolf that will eat the sun, and all
Isn't it Val?
kinds of dark creatures. Surt will join them with his sword of fire. The cliffs will crash. Trolls will walk the land. Men will tread the road to hell, and the heavens will split open.
I've gotten a lot of those, double check the one by the bridge to make sure it still gave it to you. Oh, true. Yeah, it may not have. I mean, I'm not too fussed. How you doing, Kirakan? Shit! Mittens, thank you for the host! 2 of them?! Fuck!
Don't give up. Behind you. Finish this.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah. It's intense to say the least, Mittens. Intense to say the fucking least. There we are. Lock it in. Beautiful. Don't make me do that fight again. Thank you. Jesus. Oh, is there more up here? Yeah, the last one of these.
The Northmen say that each god will do battle at Ragnarok. Odin will fight the monstrous wolf and be killed, but his son will avenge him and plunge his sword into the heart of the beast. Freyr will face Surt, but he had given his sword away for love, and without it, he cannot defend himself against the flames. Thor will smite the Midgard serpent to no avail. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, steam will shoot up, flames will play against the sky, the heavens and earth and all the world will be burned, all the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and the people everywhere. Senua, Prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
Wowzers. So, in the game, we've missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've missed 7 rune stones of lore. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back and get them. That remains to be seen. If there's a new game plus where it'll let me go back and find them, or if I can free roam after, I don't know. I doubt it. Don't tell me either. Just to clarify, I'll find out for myself. But yeah, that's certainly something to be aware of, that I've missed a few. 7 total. 7 total for the whole game ain't bad. I've missed as many things as I've died. Which makes sense. 7's the magic number for this game. So we go over there, so what's through that gate then? I guess we'll find out in a minute. Fuck, here we go!
Stop them! She's ready.
It's a lot of boys! Oh, he does a flip. Okay. That's not good. Yeah, he's gonna do that flip every fucking time. Okay. Nice! 2 big boys. Oh, fuck. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Move! Jesus.
It's nearly over. Yeah, she's scared. No one can.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
It's not over. It's not over. Keep going. You finished it.
Get up, Senua, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, thank you! Hey, fuck's sake. When I'm pressing the fucking dodge button, and the bitch ain't dodging! Alright. Let's do it again. Blazer, how are ya? As cheesy as this move is, it works. Because I don't know any other way to break their shield.
Take him down. Take him down. He's finished.
It works! The twirly whirl works.
There are too many of them. Find some position.
Move! Your sister hates you right now for being so honest. Why? Because you told us that you bailed her out? Well, if it does your sister any comfort, we have no idea who your sister is, so... You know.
Stronger than you.
Could be anybody. No idea who she is.
You're close. You can do this. Behind you.
Fuck! Here we go. Do you like 90s PC games? Some. I wouldn't say I have a flat love of all of them, but there's some I like.
Behind you. Find a good position.
Cunt!
He's gone.
I can't see!
It's not over. It's not over. Keep going. Watch out. I can't do it.
Lich Soul! Coming in with a raid. What's up, bud?
Finish this. End it now.
Oh, we did it!
She's here. The path to hell.
Lich, thanks for the raid, dude. How was your stream, mate?
Where is she going? She's getting closer to hell. She's going to.
Jesus.
I'm scared. Wait. What happens when she dies? Wait. What? What happens when she dies? What happens to us? What happens to us? We die too. Do we die too? We die too. I don't want to die.
We'll all die someday.
I don't want to die.
And when everyone's gone, even the gods will die.
I don't want to die. We don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
Senua, stop.
Turn back.
Stop.
Stop her.
Why is she?
I'm going. Stop.
Senua,
Stop. What
stop.
happens to us?
Why would she stop to die? She won't stop. 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 I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to be a part of me. If you don't want to die with me, then leave me alone.
Stop. I don't want to die. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. You'll never come back if you go there.
There is nothing to go back to.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me, not them. They were afraid, like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
They made them real.
No.
Your soul and let go of the Senua alone. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Welcome back.
Lich, thank you for 3 months, mate.
The noble warrior.
Bit of love and chat for Lich Soul.
Search of victory and honor.
Scared the fuck out of me.
Clear dividing lines.
Thanks for 3 months, dude.
Oh, this place is not quite like that. It's as if it knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This is her hell.
Do you see it, Senua? Do you see the darkness? Faces of fear and suffering.
You can see it. I remember it clearly now.
She has nothing to fear anymore. The gods have saved your mother. Through my hand.
You killed her.
It is the will of the gods.
Fuck the gods! You did this to her! Why?
This is what happens when you listen to the voices of the underworld. They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside. Defy the gods like your mother, and the darkness will come for you too. You understand, son?
I do understand. You cursed me with your own madness. I was just a child. You created this darkness! You created this darkness so you could hide behind it!
Only suffering brings salvation. It is the way of the gods.
It was all a lie.
Jesus
You are
fucking
alive.
Christ.
She didn't defy the gods. She defied you. And so you killed her.
You didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother.
Fucking hell, you're a creepy bastard back there, aren't you?
Weak to fight the darkness and abandon you.
You tortured her. You killed her. You were the darkness.
Those rituals, the years of isolation, the pain that still haunts you. It was the only way to fight the curse within you.
You're a liar.
The darkness is inside you and it will destroy you.
You're a liar!
No, Senua. The darkness is here. You cannot wish it away. And it will watch as you draw your last dying gasp.
I won't let you kill me.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Fuck, get up! Can't do fuck all about that when there's 6 of them jumping at me at once! Okay, I'm moving. Okay. Oh, fuck you! I dodged that!
Darkness. You're a liar and a murderer. And if you really are Hela, then I
Something, what's up, dude?
That can kill a god.
Look at you. Running forward, moving backwards to one evil past. You're making a mistake searching for Dillion. The same mistake that killed him in the first place. Trying to save you from yourself. You still believe it is a lie? The plague of darkness, the butchering of the TheMonolith men. You saw it yourself.
You told everyone I was cursed. They believed you. I believed you.
Tell me, Senua, where is Dillion's soul if the darkness is a lie? How will you save him?
He's here. I know he's here.
Audio desync?
Dillion, I know you're here. Hold on. I'll find you.
Seriously? I'm fighting all the bosses at the same time? Hey, cat!
Behind you.
Fuck! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Watch out.
Phantom Midnight, how you doing? Doing well, we're just, having a time.
Damian! Percy! You're trying to trick me again with your lies. I know he's here. You took him from me. You have him.
Dillian is gone. Dillian is dead. Let him go now. I'm warning you.
For what? What can he do to me that you haven't already? Mind you.
Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck!
Betrayed the gods in search of Dillian, in search of love. Look where that's got you. Let go of your battle. Let go of redemption. Let go.
No!
Yeah.
No! I don't wanna!
Don't let your darkness hurt anyone else.
Behind you. Watch out.
Die, would ya? Fuck! Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up!
Be careful.
Oh, fucking shit! I'm surrounded! Oh, shit!
Careful. Watch out.
Fucking get up!
Let go, Senua. Let go of your battle. Careful.
Fuck off!
Watch out. Behind you. Watch out.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Wife of Saint, how you doing?
Closer. Watch out.
You're going to die.
I ain't fucking dying.
Behind you.
Fuck! Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up!
Stop. You're killing yourself.
God damn it! Wait. Scripted?
You're alive. And there's no Thomas. And you never took him from me, did you? And I can't save Diane. Is that what you want me to believe? After all you've done to me? And to him? You're not a liar, but you're a liar! You crawled into me to confuse me and deceive me. But I know it's him. I know you have him. I'll give you my life. That's what you want, isn't it? My soul. Take it. I'll be a slave for you. I'll fight with you at Ragnarok. If you release him.
I learned the hard way to not be afraid of death, Senua. Because a life without loss is one without love. You turn your back on death, and all you can see is the shadow that it casts. The longer you hide from it, the longer the shadow grows until all you can see is darkness. When our time comes, we must look death in the eye and embrace it as a friend. Only then can we let go of our fear. And emerge from our darkness.
Never forget what it is like to see the world as a child, Senua. Every autumn leaf is like a work of art. Every rolling cloud a moving picture. Every day a new story. We too emerge from this magic, like a wave from the ocean, only to return to the sea. Mourn the waves, the leaves, and the clouds. Even in darkness, the wonder and the beauty of this world never leaves us. It is always there, waiting to be seen again.
Oh no, oh. It's the rocks. The darkness is coming. The darkness is coming. Wait. What is it? It feels... It's different. It feels... It's okay. Is it okay?
This is where my story once began.
It's different.
And so it has to end here,
It's changed.
because I cannot see further than this.
Follow us. We have another story to tell.
My friend, go with her. This now will be your story to witness. Goodbye.
I know it's hard to tell how mixed up you feel.
Holy fucking Jesus. Wildlock. Holy fucking Christ. I'll be honest, I thought we fucked up at the end there. I thought we fucked up. Oh. Oh, Wildlock, thank you for the raid right as we finish the game. Marcus, Mr. Brain Monkey. Not Ryan. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. What are you guys doing? What are you up to tonight, Wildlock? Guff Pineapple? Rabishu, what's going on? Do you understand the end? Well, I'm still processing the end. Playing The Witcher 3, nice. Is it your first time playing through it? Thanks, Mr. Brain Monkey. I grew it myself. Nice, Wildlife, nice. Such a great fucking game, isn't it? Oh. Would you like a little understanding?
You're one of us now.
I'm still processing, Eldrazi. Give us a minute. Just give us a minute. I don't want a synopsis just yet. Fucking hell. It's just finished. Oh, Jesus. Rabishu. Thank you for the gift sub to Wildlark. That was a 2-month resub. Bit of love in chat, please. Woo! Jesus, was that incredibly loud for you guys too? Scared the fuck out of me. Rabishu, Jesus. Coming in with a gift sub to Wildlark and then a firebomb to Dino Oblivion, Not Ryan, Necrosis, Sexton, and Ruka Sin. Yeah, it was? Okay. Jesus. Thank you so much, Rabishu. Far too kind, mate. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. Far too kind, my friend. Far too kind. And anyone coming over from Wildlark stream, I hope you had a great time. If anyone here isn't following Wildlark, get on that shit. Fantastic broadcaster. Lovely human being as well. Fucking cheers, Lark. And Rabishu, mate, far too kind. God damn. She's alright, I guess. Like being in a Metallica concert in the 80s. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. Fucking hell, Rabishu, Jesus. Cheers. Goddamn. So, as you can see, we've just finished up the game. Quite the journey. So my understanding of that was Senua learning to let go. Learning to let go of loss. To accept the struggles and accept the darkness that is, and be able to move on. Sorry. She defeated her inner demons. She defeated her father, that demonic rat thing that was personified by her father. From what that was my understanding of it. I could be wrong there. All of these, all of the things that she's overcome over the course of the game, even with the doubts in her mind right up until the last second, it's an acceptance and it's a yes, I have the darkness within me, but I can still move on and still, you know, I still have more stories to tell, you know. I accept and I move on, rather than being held back by these things. That's my understanding of it. And from that viewpoint, my lord, what a fucking game. Just accepting and living with... Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Hellblade help.info, yeah. Oh, being held back by the rot, yeah. Like, no, it's just, it's a part of you, you know? Jesus. What a fucking journey. And this stream has been quite the journey too. I mean, we had some very interesting and in-depth conversations. We all shared some stories and we shared some personal experiences and the things that we deal with. Yeah. Jesus. Definitely watch the feature. Yeah, we should watch that now before we finish. Yeah, is it long? It's like 15 minutes, yeah? Oh, good lord. Like 20 minutes? Yeah, we can watch that. Fuck yeah. Let's just have a little cheeky chat before we get into it, though. I mean, goddamn. What an experience. Beautiful. Beautifully told. Beautifully handled. The allegory and the metaphor through the whole game. Even if you didn't read into the allegory, it's still a strong story to tell. Even if you don't read into the allegory and don't read the metaphor, it's still a good story. But reading into it, it's obvious. It's very heavy-handed with that allegory. It's not exactly trying to hide it, but it's there and it's strong and it's well handled. Very well handled. I'll be honest, I really thought we fucked up at the end. I thought we hit permadeath, you know, like I think we died 8 times. 9 if you include that last one. I'm assuming that's the only ending to the game, right? Like, outside of a permadeath ending? We missed 7 of the, Hela was actually Senua fighting her own mental illness. Yeah. Hela was Senua's own thing. Which is why Hela was, depicted as she was. Are there multiple endings, or is that it? Was that the ending to the game? Outside of, like, a permadeath restart? So I think it's the only one? Okay. Hey, Nettie, what's up? Is it okay to give a spoiler now? Well, it's bloody finished, isn't it? Go for it. How you doing, Nettie? Bloody good to see you. What's happening? Analogy of the game from what I learned from the creator who went to the college I am going to. It was a battle of madness that was brought on by death and destruction, seeing everything brought on by... Well, yeah, that's the literal translation of the story, is that she's tormented by Ragnarok, the fear of oncoming death, and all of the things that have happened around her. That's the literal telling of the story, yeah. The darkness and madness was coming from a fear of Ragnarok oncoming, the world's place with oncoming Ragnarok, and just the pain and suffering in her life was things that she had to deal with, as well as the death of her lover. That's the literal story, but we're talking more allegory, metaphor stuff. Subtext. Though it's hardly subtext, it's pretty ham-fisted. Katie, the art lady, got here for the very end. We're gonna go for a little bit longer just to watch this feature and have some more chats about the game, but the main story is over, yeah. You get an extra cutscene if you get all the lore stones? Fuck, we missed what, like 7? I've heard that the permadeath is a myth and it's meant to make you fear dying in the game. Now, I would believe that. Purely because every time we died, the rot seemed to reset. we got to 6 and it got halfway up, and then we got to 7 and it went all the way up the arm. Sorry, we got to 6 and it went all the way up the arm, and then 7 took it back halfway down. It seemed like it was giving me an extra shot. It was weird, but it's there. I feel like they wouldn't promote that if it wasn't a thing. Hellblade permadeath. According to this thing that I'm reading, The wording for the permadeath message was chosen quite carefully because we didn't want to lie to the player. It's actually your interpretation of the message is what threw people off. The message that pops up says, the dark rot will grow each time you fail. If the rot reaches Senua's head, her quest is over and all progress will be lost. As we discovered in August 2017, Hellblade doesn't in fact have a permadeath system. The dark rot will gradually creep up Senua's arm, but it can never reach her head, no matter how often you fail in combat. Huh. It's not as simple as people think. There's truth to the message. It's your interpretation as a player that taints the meaning behind it. That's something we wanted to do on purpose, because with mental illness, it's your frame of mind that interprets the world, and that can cause you distress. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that very, very interesting? I think people still played the game and took it at face value, and for those who did, they perhaps experienced a small echo of the experience had by the man Antionides spoke at the start of the Hellblade project. Absolute belief that they were going to die despite there being no real threat at all. Now, isn't that interesting? That for some players, that would result in a paranoia. A paranoia in the player. You know what it did for me? I was counting. Counting how many times I could get away with it. Counting how many times, trying to control that by numbering it and categorizing it. As we talked about earlier, obsessive compulsive disorder. That's how I interpreted that message. I was counting and trying to stay in control of that amount, trying to logically categorize my deaths into what would be a reasonable thing. I gave it a value. Yeah. Did you finish God of War? Yeah, damn mustache, that's done. We finished that. Very interesting. Wonder what the extra scene was if you collect all the lore stones. I mean, we're only, what, 7 away? Hellblade, lore stone ending. Do we want to watch it, or do you want me to just explain it? I'll just explain it, because we've already watched it. No, I don't want to know what it all means. There's also a secret ending to Hellblade. Or rather, an extra scene you can get. The extra scene features Druth and is unlocked at the final portal if you found all the lore stones in the world. Druth reveals that he was lying to Senua throughout the story. He reveals that he tried to broker peace between his people and the Northmen after they took him as a slave, but instead, after being tortured, he led the Northmen right to them. There's another part to it. He also reveals that her own people were betrayed by one of their own, a man in black who sounds suspiciously like Senua's own druid father. It's not the gods who cause so much suffering, he concludes. It's those close to us. Wow. Heavy. The video was unavailable. Brilliant. Okay, so the ending's probably on YouTube somewhere. Very interesting. Do you want to play the other God of War games? I already did that, Aligi. We played through all of them. Except for PSP and Ascension. I skipped 3 of them. Mostly because they didn't need to be done. Because mental illness is different for each person, experienced differently. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? Fuck yeah, broski. It's been good to have you here, mate. Whew. Yeah, it does, Miss A. Absolutely it does. Holy hell. Haven't finished it, just met the World Eater. Quite a bit to go there, Eldrazi. And also, just on the quick topic that we were talking about, during that last cutscene, I like to turn my camera off during cutscenes because I like this to be a somewhat cinematic experience sometimes. So for cinematic moments in game or through cutscenes, I turn my camera off just because it's either that or it's me sitting here like this for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Just watching. I don't like talking over cutscenes. So, and nor would I want to talk over a cutscene because it's, you know, it's information for me, it's information for you. I don't have much to say really, so it would just be me sitting here like this while the cutscene plays. You know, I'd rather just not be here and just let it play out, and then after the cutscene is done, then I can come back on camera and then we can discuss the cutscene together after we've experienced it properly. We didn't miss any of it. I didn't talk over any of it. I wasn't, you know, present for it. Well, we were all watching it together. At that point, I'm jumping in the audience with you guys to watch that. So maybe we'll just get their jollies watching facial reactions? Suppose, yeah. But this is just how I do things. This is just how I do things. It's not the right way or the wrong way or whatever way. It's just how I like to do things. Some people prefer it, some people don't. That's the beautiful thing about Twitch. There's all sorts of broadcasters doing all sorts of shit. Some people make jokes on camera and, you know, talk over the entire cutscene. Some people sit there silently, but you can watch their faces. Some people turn off their camera but still talk. I like to just be in the audience with you guys, taking it in and creating a cinematic experience for you guys as well as for myself. I like to immerse myself. But that's me. That's my show. Shall we watch this, Shall we watch this, this feature? Okay, bye a moment. Well, it's more like, you know, I just like to take a back seat. Take a back seat. Let you guys take it all in. Rather than my fucking mug on the face. Would not be that blank in an emotional cutscene. It probably would be, just because I'm watching it. I'm watching it, I'm taking it in. I would probably be very blank. Just watching the cutscene. The most you'd probably get is this. Ah. Oh, wow. You know what I mean? I used to have my cam on for cutscenes, and I found it was just a lot of sitting. It's just a lot of sitting. Wasn't all that entertaining. Yeah, well that's it. My preference is to sit in the back seat and then after it's done, enjoy it with you all, you know. But that's me. No, there's no right or wrong. That's just how I like to do things. I'm here. You have a hit load of cunts. Jonathan, what the fuck are you talking about? But no, preference is preference. No right or wrong about it.
Stormy seas and lost souls.
Let's watch this cutscene.
She's dreamt of this before.
It's coming.
Cutscene. It's a featurette, like a making of. It's about 20 minutes long.
They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner.
And I'll sit and watch this with you guys. I won't turn my camera off.
What if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake? and we only see what our inner eye creates for us.
First time that fucking thing showed up, scared the hell out of me.
A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people fear seeing the world through our eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted,
Yeah, in VR, this would be a nightmare.
that yours might be too.
Fucking oath, Naz. Pretty intense.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is a video game about Senua, a Celtic warrior on a vision quest into Viking territory. But what sets our hero Senua apart is that she suffers from severe psychotic mental illness.
Yeah.
She's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting
The original idea for Hellblade was to create a classic hero's journey, a journey of suffering, but one where the fantasy world is not another planet or alternate universe, but a world that is constructed in Senua's mind.
Fair enough.
To do so would mean putting psychotic mental illness at the center of the experience, a subject that is still considered taboo, and a challenge that was both terrifying and exciting in equal measure. In Hellblade, the starting point was a newly discovered Celtic goddess called Senua in Ashwell, Hertfordshire.
Senuna.
When first discovered, her name was thought to be Senua, a name which I liked and kept. I wondered if Senua
So
might
Senuna
have
was
been
a real
Celtic
person?
warrior like Boudica, who stood up to the Romans. While the Romans had conquered all of Europe, there
Naz,
was a
Romy,
group
thanks
of
for the
Celts
follows.
up in the furthest reaches of the Roman Empire that could not be conquered, the Picts. And so the Romans built a wall, called Hadrian's Wall, that spans across Britain from sea to sea to keep the Pictish barbarians at bay. The Picts were known for their war paint, painted on with woad, and their matted hair clumped with lime. And so Senua would be a barbarian Pict in this image.
What's your name?
Man, this moment killed me.
Senua,
When she was happy for that moment and then gone.
I don't have how much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait.
Orkney is off the coast of Scotland and was inhabited by the Picts, steeped in history and mystery, and so I made Orkney Senua's home and set the stage for a crisis. In the late 8th century, the first Vikings landed on the Orkney Islands. The population of the Picts crashed thereafter, replaced by the Norsemen of the 9th century. Were they wiped out? We don't know for sure, but it would seem likely given the reputation of the Vikings.
Fucking oath,
The
Sean.
Northmen's
I hate it.
brutality
I hate
is
when things
legendary.
just get brushed off.
High-ranking leaders
This one
and
seems to have
chieftains
sat in
of the
people's
tribes
minds,
of
though.
Scotland were often offered
He didn't he,
as
Cap?
sacrifice to their gods. The most brutal of these sacrifices was known as the Blood Eagle.
First streamer I've watched, hell of a game. Fucking oath,
I
Romy.
imagine Senua as
First
a
streamer
young
like
female
ever.
warrior who returns
On Twitch.
home from exile
Get
to find
fucked.
her partner, Dillian, brutally sacrificed to a Norse
Are you
god
okay,
by
Jonathan?
these hellish warriors from a faraway land.
You doing alright there, bud?
Imagine the horror of this moment and how it would have dragged her deep into mental torment.
You doing okay?
No!
Yeah, that was
To learn that
intense.
The Celts had a sophisticated and nuanced perspective on the nature of
Well,
mental
Romy,
disorder.
welcome to Twitch, mate.
One term they used.
It's a pleasure to have you here. And I'm honoured that I could be your first
driven mad by a curse, battle
your
trauma,
first
or
caster
grief.
that you watch. There's loads of great
The
casters
Celts
around,
would
man.
take to a life in the woods in search of penance, punishment, and purgation. And so Senua became a Celt, cursed by darkness, looking for redemption in the wilds.
Took his
Another
Twitch
word
virginity,
the
yeah.
Celts used in reference to mental disorders was truth, meaning fool, or liar, one who utters the words of God. They tell of the mad sinner who flees battle into exile and takes on a beastly nature, growing feathers on his body. The character called Truth in Hellblade is based on a little-known person called Findan, an 8th century Irish Celt who was captured and enslaved by the Vikings.
I loved the use of real
But
camera
eventually
stuff.
escaped to Orkney, where he became a monk.
I will tell you my stories of hell.
It's really nicely handled.
I may walk with you.
Upon meeting Senua, it would be his stories that fuel her quest deep into their world.
The cherry pop.
The
Fuck yeah,
Northmen
mate.
say the world will come to
Pleasure to have you here.
The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, flames will play against the sky, the heavens and earth and all.
Yeah, I can tell, Jonathan. I can tell.
Prepare yourself.
I've never done anything like this before. She was an art direction. Wow.
So the stage was set for a new adventure, a journey into the North
She was
Underworld
great.
called Hell, a vision quest fueled by madness and myth, a fantasy that was created by Senua's own mind, and one that we would experience through her eyes.
This is your mission. This is your quest.
She looks scary. What with the mocap stuff on?
To make a game about a warrior with psychotic mental illness as its central
She
theme
killed it. She was
fraught with
amazing.
danger. Mental illness such as psychosis is still taboo and rarely acknowledged in a century of cinema, never mind the new medium of games. Where it does feature, it often conflates psychosis and psychopathy associated with a lack of empathy. It is
Yeah.
unfortunate that these two words sound so similar that they are used interchangeably in media. I must admit that I didn't have to look very far to discover my own ignorance of the subject. So we reached out to Paul Fletcher, psychiatrist and professor of health neuroscience at University of
Struggle.
Cambridge.
All right.
Psychosis is a descriptive term, and it refers
Just gonna pause for a second. Jonathan, bud, I can tell you're not having a good time, mate. If you want to just shoot me a message on Discord or Twitter or something. Because there's not much I can do right now, mate. There's not. Doing the live show. We're watching a thing. We're having chats and stuff. Shoot me a message. We'll have a chat. Yeah. I can tell you're not having a good time.
to having a loss of contact with objective reality. So it's characterized by two main sets of symptoms. One of them is hallucinations, where somebody experiences perceptions when there is no actual objective thing out there to perceive.
Who are you?
And the other is delusions, where somebody comes to very often bizarre, unpleasant, frightening beliefs when there's no good evidence in favor of them.
There's no doubt about it.
Fucking oath.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
We reached out to Welcome,
Man.
a biomedical research charity that spends billions on research and awareness programs aimed at improving health.
Mental health hasn't always been presented in the media in a way that is
Thought this was an
particularly
ad?
helpful. It can be challenging to engage people with the subject.
It's the
matter.
making
There are
of
preconceived
Jocular.
ideas about mental health, and particularly
Yeah, I love that they
schizophrenia
did that,
and
Cap, that they
psychosis.
made
So
an
we've got
effort to
support
make
that
this
allows the team
as
to
true to form as they
collaborate
could.
with Paul Fletcher and with those who have experience of psychosis to create a game that
True
provides
that,
a fresh
Eldrazi.
perspective on the condition and allows audiences to engage with it in a way that just wouldn't be possible in any other medium.
They've got a good point too. Not only have they researched this and they've put as much, actual representation of mental illness into the game, they're putting the player through that. You're forced to empathize. The camera's tight with the character the whole way through. You're intimate with Senua the whole way through. You're as close to seeing her perspective as you can without a first person perspective. And to go through her journey, you're sort of going through your own as well, and you are forced to empathize. You're forced to see it.
Started out as a brief consultation convinced me that we were only scratching the surface of an immensely deep and interesting subject that could enrich and change the very nature of the game.
That's cool. Thanks so much for doing it. Pleasure. Thanks. It's really interesting for me, and I'd love to be involved. It's fascinating.
Our understanding of psychosis is still very much a mystery, and ways of treating it are still primitive compared to physical illness.
True that.
After all, it is easy to see the pain and suffering caused by physical diseases or physical trauma.
Wow, no
It
shit,
is not
Phantom.
so easy to see the mental suffering and trauma of severe mental illness. But what if we could find a way to see it? Games are capable of drawing you in for hours on end, playing the role of a character who is different from you.
Yeah, Cap, they
Experiencing
made
their
Heavenly Sword, which I haven't played, and they've made the Devil May Cry reboot game, DMC.
and actively involving you in a world that functions with a different set of rules. If we were to represent...
No, you're
Senua's
fine.
sound
Go
voices,
for
we
it.
would have to simulate voice hearing, a common attribute. But how can we simulate something we have no first-hand experience of?
The binaural
Professor
microphones.
Charles Fernyhough, a leading expert in voice hearing from Durham University, offered his help.
Hearing voices is an experience that is usually associated with severe mental illness, and crucially we know that hearing voices is a part of ordinary life for many people who don't meet the criteria for mental illness.
Yeah. Oh, that's not him in real life.
We know voices vary according to where they appear in space. Voices can appear far away in the distance, they can appear right there in your ear, they can seem to be coming from inside your head.
Based on the information Professor Fernyhough provided, I put together a sound brief and invited some actors to the studio.
That's
we recorded
brilliant.
the actors using a binaural microphone, which records the 3D spatial position of sound, replicating the way sound is heard by human ears.
Very expensive
It gives you an
microphones,
incredible sense that the person you are listening to is right there beside you. Rachel Waddingham from the Voice Collective came to our studio with 2 young voice hearers to speak to our team. We talked at length about their experiences and they listened to our tests, giving us feedback on how we could improve on it.
How interesting.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
His voice was fucking nuts. That was... It's not often that a video game voice can really get all up inside you. The only other time where a character's voice in a game has done that to me, where you just get chills upon hearing it, was Sovereign in Mass Effect. Sovereign's voice, just that warbly, did something to me, and this guy's voice did the same thing.
To represent what
Not
the
his,
experience is like.
You know what I'm talking about.
Partly because it's such a
See, from
personal,
Combi Christ to most of the
intense,
music, wow.
emotional experience. It's testament to how Ninja Theory have been listening to what the researchers are saying, but also, crucially, listening to the experts by experience. What they've come up with is so compelling. It's by far the best representation I've heard of what these experiences are like.
Other common attributes of psychosis are visions and flashbacks. We met with Recovery College East, who work with and care for people recovering from severe mental disorders. A group of service users gave us their...
Jonathan? I don't know what's going on, bud. But I think maybe it's a good time to step off the computer. Take a minute. Shoot me a message on Discord. And we can have a good chat, yeah? Appreciate you being here, mate, but I can tell you're not having a good time, alright? Jesus.
first-hand account of what they experience.
Sometimes when the vision or what we're seeing is too much, it really becomes more difficult until eventually we perhaps don't see anything.
The people we spoke to, the stories they told, were fascinating, harrowing, and mind-boggling. The reality of what people experienced was vivid, far exceeding what I could possibly have imagined. We went away itching to represent some of these visions and flashbacks in the game.
As we all know, my heart is so, love is so far away. Don't you know how I wanna feel deeper? I could never know how you grow, all these days are killing me.
Yeah. It's okay for anyone to join the Discord? Absolutely it is. It's open to anybody and everybody. Almost as if they're luminous. Yeah, wow. So these are descriptions from people. Sometimes the world appears like a kaleidoscope and it can be beautiful. And how many times do we look at the landscape and the effects and say, wow, this is gorgeous? And at the same time, be terrified of the effects happening. Things get blurred. How many times did the imagery get blurred? Fuck me, yeah. Wow, they really handled this well, didn't they? Waviness and melting on the walls. Jesus. And everything gets switched off.
To refine our work, we continue to hold meetings with recovery college use over the course
There was
of
little
the
things too, just quickly, in a lot of the mocap and the face capture. There were a few times where her teeth and her jaw was sort of like, not quite chattering teeth, but there was a little bit of movement on the mouth. And anybody who's ever taken psychedelics, when you're right in the middle of like, I mean, I can't speak for anyone with psychosis, but when your brain is not quite all together and you sort of lose control of your body a little bit, you do tend to, your mouth tends to, you know, it's bizarre, and they captured that somehow.
year and a half.
I could
showing them
feel
what we
that.
had achieved so far, and
Someone used to
refining
take a lot of
in-game
psychedelics.
representations based on
I know
their
the feeling.
feedback. With their help, flashbacks, visions, and changes in perception
Right,
were
Kat?
woven into the story and gameplay of Senua.
The students that are involved in this project are incredibly excited about being involved. They have described the experience as being important because it values their lived experience and shows that despite what we have
Really,
been through, all of that
A nerve
experience
lock.
becomes valid, that actually it's something that we should all be talking about.
The experiences described range from beautiful to frightening beyond comprehension. I heard of a girl who has to live with an angry voice screaming at
more
her,
of a slip.
slamming on her doors and walls 24 hours a day. I met someone who would often see hanging corpses in a room, so real that she would sometimes try to rescue them. The panic and fear that comes with such visions is entirely understandable, and it can be a living horror for
She
some.
did it, wow.
Worthless, weak, pathetic. Go on, feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
I was urged by one fellow that we should not shy away from showing this horror, and so I was perpetually torn in making Hellblade. Had we gone too far with our representations, or not far enough?
Broken.
That face burn was brutal too.
Just like your soul.
It's hard to watch.
In some ways, voice hearing and visions were the low-hanging fruit, so to speak.
Yeah.
There's another aspect of psychosis that is much harder to explain, but one that I think video games are uniquely able to represent, which are often called delusions.
People begin to see patterns in the world. They begin to link things that most people wouldn't link. Most of the things that we might think would be coincidence or, you know, not worth commenting on. Nevertheless, that might have a particular salience or importance.
To see the
One
runes
individual
in
described
inanimate
how
objects.
everyday words, sounds, colours, and objects were steeped in meaning to him, forming a strange and sinister puzzle that he was determined to solve but could not quite get to the bottom of.
Wow.
It's not just brain dysfunction. It's not like the system shut down. It's actually an incredibly creative process. The person creates a world populated with voices and phantasms and terrors, and they're completely immersed in it. They believe in it.
We often invite people into the studio to play the game. In one of our playtests, they played through much of the game, making associations between runes, secret messages, and the threat of darkness that stalked them. There are many things that happen in the world of Hellblade that make perfect sense within the context of Senua's mind.
Yeah.
The dark rot that's killing her slowly from within, the secret runes of the gods that block her path
It all
to
makes
Hellfire,
sense. She's created this
strange
world, yeah.
associations that exist in the game to confuse you. To complete Senua's quest, you have to internalize and accept the logic and meaning behind these things to progress. Afterwards, they said that they didn't see much evidence of mental illness in the game. People with delusions of all sorts would argue the same thing, that they are not aware of their experience being abnormal in any way.
I need this sword. It's important.
Representing perception changes and thinking patterns within Hellblade gives us a set of symptoms common in psychosis. But people with lived experience were keen to emphasize another point, that it is wrong to define a person by their symptoms. Quite often, the illness comes not from the symptoms, but from the stigma,
Fucking
isolation,
oath.
and mistreatment
Fucking
it comes
oath.
about from the rest of society.
Mm-hmm.
They say that I'm cursed.
Hey, no worries, Cap. Thanks for being here. I just saw your message too. Fuck yeah.
I needed someone to portray Senua, someone who could believably internalize her suffering.
He's told me not to, but I'm going to do it anyway. Guys, go and follow Captain Condiment. He's a bloody good friend of mine. Bloody great caster. And I highly recommend popping in. He's a very chill stream. Likes to have a good chat. Lovely man. If you like good conversation and you like having a cheeky chat with another Aussie fella, he's the place to go and hang out. I know you told me not to, Cap, but had to give you one shout out at least. Fuck me. His schedule's a little all over the place. But follow him anyway, and you'll see him when he's on. There you go. Now there's no pressure.
Melina Jurgens, our video editor, had been a stand-in for Senua over a few months while we perfected our motion capture techniques. Without realizing it, she had already auditioned for the role, and I knew her well enough to know that I didn't have to teach her to act, but to relive her own.
Wait, so she was just helping out with it?
As often is the case, those who have suffered mental anguish are never far from us.
Wow. That's what you said before, I didn't fully understand. She was just part of the art department, and they were like, yeah, you know what? You could just do the whole thing.
My hope is that by creating a compelling and aspirational character in Senua who feels very much real, albeit in a fantasy setting, we can provide a lens into her reality, a different one to yours, and this is where storytelling comes into play. I imagined her life based on common threads in real people's lives. She was always
paid
prone
for
to
both
psychosis
jobs.
as a child.
I'm sure she was paid fine.
Mother Galena also heard voices and had visions, so perhaps there was a genetic aspect. Or perhaps it was cultural, as she lived within a world without signs of gods and superstition, as exemplified by her druid father Zimbal. Psychosis developed in her late teens to early 20s and was exacerbated by stigma and isolation at the hands of the clansmen and her father.
Stop. It's spreading.
The trauma of seeing her lover Dillian sacrificed tips her over the edge, making her remodel her reality around a concept that connects everything. The darkness. So the question, is what Senua experiences real? Can only be answered by saying, yes, it is real. It is her reality.
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Towards the end of the project, service users and professionals that
Absolutely,
collaborated with us were invited to see the near-final game. It was a chance to see if the game had reflected their views or if it had misrepresented them.
For me, being involved in especially developing Senua's character has been really important, and being able to bring in my perspective and what I see and what I hear, and having that built into the game has been a real privilege. It's gritty and it's meaty, and there are some tough subjects in there that are being tackled with honesty.
Fucking oath.
I was blown away by it today, absolutely blown away. It was just fantastic to get the opportunity to use our lived experience in a very creative way. There's nothing tokenistic about the work we've put in. It feels like we've been listened to.
That's good.
Things have been taken on board.
They don't feel like they're, you know, oh, let's get the psychos in to do some work for us, and it'll all be a big laugh. Like, it's not like a gimmick. They actually listen to them and they feel respected and they feel like they've been represented, which is interesting.
I think there was a lot of realism in the game itself, and it feels very authentic.
It's very, very, very well handled. I respect that. I respect that a lot.
Hellblade will give people a good experience of what it's like to hear voices and have those experiences. I'm glad that the guys at Ninja Theory have asked us to come along and help them build an experience that's positive when it comes out, and get myself a copy and have a go.
I think all the way through, I was really inspired by how the conversations have translated into the game in a way that I think I didn't imagine was possible. So wonderful, really wonderful.
I really hope that others will follow the lead they've set and use the power of something like a video game to change people's perceptions, to increase understanding, and ultimately to make some of the stigma around voice hearing and other experiences go away.
For me, it
absolutely
was really
pre-rendered.
exciting to see
Absolutely
something that I explore scientifically being represented so beautifully in a character who's trying to penetrate the mysteries of the environment in which they've been placed with all of this strange uncertainty and noise and conflicting information that they're getting. I'm very excited by this way of trying to represent mental illness because I think it actually might be offering us insights that we wouldn't get from pure scientific explorations and actually giving us quite an empathic view of what it might be like.
Mental illness has been with us for as long as we have been on this planet, but why? Why hasn't evolution stamped out this weakness from within our gene pool? I often pondered this question until I realized that the question had an inbuilt flaw. It assumes that being and thinking differently is a weakness. The only reason we have computers, spacecraft, medicine, poetry, art, and yes, even video games is because individuals are able to simulate new abstract realities in their minds and share them with the rest of us. We need people to be willing to see differently in order for us to progress and survive.
Fucking
as a
oath.
society. And we need
The VR, yeah, crazy, right, Eldrazi? I couldn't handle it.
It is this spirit that motivated me to create Senua's story and share it with you.
Fucking oath. Beautifully done. Very beautifully done. Ninja Theory, fucking hats off to you. I'm not going to take my hat off because I've still got my headset on, but... very well done. Beautiful game. Beautiful experience. I'm so glad we got through it. And in one stream. 10 hours. And you know what? It doesn't even feel like it's been 10 hours. That was really... I was really nicely, held together. It kept me going through the whole thing, and that was quite an easy experience. I mean, in terms of sitting through and going, it was easy to get through, but it was very confronting and very, very difficult to take in, if that makes sense. The time flew by because of how enthralled I was by this whole experience. It was so well done, and I can see why you guys have wanted me to play it for so long. As an advocate for positive mental health, and someone who thinks that this stuff should be openly talked about and not taboo. It's important. And I'm glad it was done so well. Listen, yeah, still going. We're going to wrap up now, though. We are going to go and find somebody to raid. See who's on. But today's been an absolute pleasure, everybody. Thank you for... Oh, Drifty's on playing Darkest Dungeon. Let's go raid Drifty. Even though he's in the room next to me. Let's go raid Drifty. Yeah, we finished it. We finished it. And watched the making of, too. We're gonna go raid Drifty. He's playing some Darkest Dungeon. He's a recently affiliated caster. And he's my housemate. I think you guys will enjoy his company. So please come along on a raid, but thank you all so much. Everyone who's in chat now, you guys are fucking amazing. It's been a pleasure hanging out with all of you. Having the intense chats and sharing. Everyone who shared your stories and your personal experiences with us today, thank you. It can be hard to do that and not feel like you're going to be judged or made fun of or whatever. So thank you for being comfortable and being willing to share your experiences and your story with us. It's been good. It's been really good. But all good things must come to an end. And so that's where we're going to leave it for today. Tomorrow's stream, what would you say is your favorite fight? Jesus. I don't know. Surtur fight was pretty cool. I like that. So tomorrow is Gears of Wednesday with the Moogs. Moogs and I are going to be finishing Gears of War 4. That's my weekly co-op show with Moogs. Today I'm going to be premiering the new episode of No Relation, where we play V, however many Vs that is. Friday's my day off. Well, my Friday, your Thursday is my day off, which I spend recording No Relation with Elegy. And then after that, I don't know what we're going to move on to. Maybe we'll do a little poll or something. We'll figure out what we're going to do. But it was nice to get through a one-shot and just smash through it. Did a playtest of Gears 5? Probably not. Probably not. Wait till it's out. But we're going to go and send a little raid to Drift Howler, so please come along for that. But thank you all for being here. It's been a pleasure. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow for Gears of Wednesday. No birthday mono? What? Sad panda cat? I've got no idea what you're talking about, Mittens. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Gears of Wednesday, but thank you again for all of your subs, your resubs, your gifted subs, your raids, your follows, your hosts, and your company and your chats today. It's been a fucking pleasure. Until then, everybody. You've been watching The Monolith. So stay safe. Don't die.